Welcome to another episode of Bulldog TV. My name is Rebecca.
And my name's Jose.
We have stories on our new assistant principal, art appreciation, and more. Bulldog TV starts now. This year at Springdale High School, we have many new faces. One of those new faces is our new assistant principal, Mr. Snavely. Darrelson and Himley interviewed Mr. Snavely and got his story.
Growing up, you dream about what your career will be, what kind of job you will have. For Principal Kevin Snavely, a dream took him back to the hallway he once walked as a student. Mr. Snavely returned to his SHS home as a 10th grade assistant principal this school year.
A lot of history in this building. Having been a student here, it's really cool to walk down the halls and walk in a classroom and have a memory come back. A memory of my English teacher in 10th grade telling me she's going to throw me out the window if I didn't straighten up. A memory of falling asleep in my British Lit class and getting called upon to read my part in the Shakespeare play Hamlet and freaking out when I wake up. Memory of ball games, memory of a state championship in 1982. Just memories of all the things that happened here, and hopefully, like I said, be a part of other students having memory.
As an assistant principal, Snavely has plans and goals on making SHS a better school.
My goal as assistant principal, number one, is see students graduate. You know, that's why I'm in this business, is see students graduate, to follow their dreams and their desires, their passions, and just to make a difference, just to see a young lady or a young man make good decisions and hopefully have a small part into that.
Being a student in SHS, Mr. Snavely had his own motivations to pushing himself for graduation and being a better person he knew he could be.
My passion was football, I'll be honest with you. That was my passion. That's what kept me in class. That's what kept me out of trouble, was the threat of not being able to play or to have to do extra running for Coach Williams. I was a 3-year letterman, participated in basketball and track for a year until I realized that football was where I wanted to pursue.
Mr. Snavely is excited about getting to know the student body at SHS and helping them succeed.
Favorite part of this job is interacting with great students, to build relationships with you guys, and to see you be successful and ultimately graduate.
Looking forward to what Mr. Snavely has for the future. For Bulldog TV, I'm Darrelson.
Make sure to say hi to Mr. Snavely and tell him welcome back to his own stomping ground.
Students have a wide selection of art classes they could choose from. One of those classes is art appreciation. Isaac and Herman tell us more about this class.
There are a variety of classes you could take for your fine arts credit. One of those classes is art appreciation.
This class helps students appreciate different types of art and cultures from around the world and different techniques that have been used throughout the centuries.
Art appreciation is a hands-on learning class. Students still spend time on developing background of the topic.
I engage my students with, usually I start a unit with a presentation where we talk about the artists and the time period, maybe watch some videos about techniques, and then we have a discussion and take notes, and then we do a project per unit.
Some of the mediums they use are 2D, 3D, and drawing.
So we start with 2D, two-dimensional drawing and painting, and then later on in the semester we work with sculpture and more 3D mask making and things like that.
We did this project where we're supposed to draw 10 symbols that represent ourselves, and then we just color it, and then so far that's been my favorite one.
For Bulldog TV, I'm Isaac.
There are many good classes in SHS. One of them is robotics.
Jackie and Daniela tell us more about their classroom and their competitions.
Robotics isn't just about building a robot, but going in depth on how to guide the robot using programs and calculus.
The robotics class is a class where the students learn how to do some basic C++ programming. They use a program called Robotics to control a robot that they build. So the robotics, you're required to be able to design and build and test a robot. And you use coding to make it do what you want it to do.
The robotics class is not just an academic class, but also a competitive class.
In competitions, we have a game that we have to play, and we have to be better than the other robots at scoring. We have to score higher, and we have another robot that we work with because there's teams from different school districts.
Preparing for the competition is not exactly an easy task.
We pack up enough to build a new robot if we need to over there, and we look over everything, and if we think something's wrong, we'll usually try and fix it in whatever time we have.
We prepare by practicing here and driving the robot, and at competitions we compete against teams around the world.
Sometimes the lesson in robotics are more than just getting ready for competition or making a robot. A lot of the times the lesson is about life itself.
Something that I've learned is to be okay with losing, because sometimes you never know if you're going to go and you'll be competing against the best team in the entire state, and they could be a world level competition robot, and we just don't know until we get in there and play.
On November 3rd, the robotics team will head to their first competition. There is no doubt these Bulldogs are ready. From Bulldog TV, I'm Jackie.
Bulldog TV wishes the robotics team good luck to their competition season.
The tennis team is off to a great season. Diana and Rebecca, take us behind the racket to learn more about senior tennis player Natalie.
Hi, I'm Tali, and I'm a senior tennis player. I've played since my sophomore year, so 3 years now. My sister, she went here to Springdale, and she was a tennis player like in 2014, so she inspired me to start playing. But I also look up to like professional players like Serena Williams and Roger Federer. I enjoy it because you can like play it really relaxed, or you can like play hard, do spikes, make it a challenge. My ups, definitely winning a match when I do good. I feel like aces, winning a match. And downs, when I get into old habits of not hitting the ball right. My worst moment was when I got hit in the eye. Yeah, that really hurt. And the best, when every time I get an ace. I take what I did wrong in my past games and I try to fix it in the next game, so I get better each time. Follow what your coaches tell you to the T, and also get back like on the ball.
I'm up on 2-1. I'm up 2-1.
I want to be a pilot, so I want to find a college that has that and also a tennis team.
That's all the news we have for today. I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Jose. Keep it classy, Springdale.